Have you ever heard of the term warm demanders?
It's a concept that has been used more with teacher-student relationships, but it can also apply to any relationship that leaders have with their teams, parents, and their children, coaches, their players. Relationship Reboot time, we're finding out what it means to be a warm demander. And joining us now, relationship guru, Michael Walker. Great to have you with us today, Michael.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start with the term, because it's been a source of quite a bit of expectation
I had no idea what it meant. I never heard of it.
Yeah, so it's really based in about how do I show care for the individual and at the same time have high expectations for the individual so that they can be their fullest self and show potential.
And it started in schools?
Yeah, really student to teacher relationships is how it began. So Lisa Del Pitt is one of the people that has talked about it in some of her research articles, yes.
Because we know that there is success when teachers have a warm, personal connection to their students. But you still got to get the work done. You still,
sure,
right?
For sure. And it's really based on that. So, like, it's how do you build trust? And what we're talking about is how do you build, put money in the bank of relationships. And so that's about getting to know them personally and also professionally so that you have different ideas and things that you know about this student or this employee that you're working with to help them gain better trust in you.
And it's not just about trust, right? It's about encouraging them and believing in them, believing in the impossible and getting them to do so as well.
For sure. And so that's about not believing in single stories, right? That, you know, there's some deficit mindsets that people have about certain students, about certain individuals. And so how do you think past those boxes that people are put in and placed in?
Another way you talk about creating that space is by teaching the idea of self-discipline. And this is the responsibility of the students on that side of the equation?
For sure, but once you have built trust and you built a sense of belief, it's easy for them to have self-discipline because now they can be laser focused and be trusting that you have their best interests at heart.
You got their back.
You got their back, exactly.
And I love this because I'm a huge fan of the phrase, fall forward, fail fast.
Yes.
Because you do need to make mistakes. That's how you learn and get better. But if you can do that quickly, you can get there faster. And that's something that you say, to embrace failure.
Yeah, you have to embrace failure because we're all going to make mistakes no matter what we're doing, especially if we're doing things at work or in school. We're not going to get everything perfect. So how are we having a growth mindset around all these opportunities? And, you know, people that work with me will say I always ask those questions because as a good coach and a leader is you're asking questions to create this space where people can make mistakes, but they can experiment and be risk takers. And so how do you get them to think, so what's the next option or what can we do differently that we didn't do right the first time?
Yeah, mistakes are good. It means that you're trying, and you'll get there eventually.
All right, a lot of people out there hearing this are thinking, I want to be a warm defender, a warm demander, rather. It sounds like something that would be a good thing for most people to find in certain interactions. What do you do? What are some of the actions?
So some of the actions that you can do is basically you have to stand your line, right? So show strength is really meaning about how do I set myself up in a space, because sometimes when we do things differently, the status quo will come up against us and try us to do things in the traditional way. And sometimes they tell us in organizations is you can't really get too close to your employees. You got to have this wall and this line. And so you have to say, well, this is going to be for the better good of what the outcomes are for our organization.
But it is a two-way conversation, right? You do have to actually not only give suggestions, but you have to listen.
For sure. Well, that's one of the key components. Anything in a relationship, you have to make sure that you're listening and affirming. So it's not just about
what does that mean?
So yeah, it's not just about the words that people are saying, but also their nonverbals. And so you're listening to the message beneath the message, so to speak, and then affirming what they're talking about and giving them suggestions and ideas about, okay, I hear what you're saying here. How can we make that be actionable in the process that you're trying to create?
And then you have to challenge also.
Well, this is where that relationship piece comes into play, right? So we have deposited all that stuff into the relationship bank, and now when we're starting to challenge, we have to get some withdrawals out of that relational bank. And so we have to challenge and then offer choice. So how are we challenging them when they are making those mistakes and when we need them to do better, and then saying, so what's the choices that you have here in front of you?
Not so easy for us passive Minnesotans, but we'll try to work on it. I just like the viewers to know that Jason is my warm defender every day.
Defender and demander.
Yeah, and demander and defender.
All of those things. All of those things. Michael, really good for people to think about. Thanks for bringing this up today.
Thank you for having me.